What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai movie monster series Shin Ultraman Mefilas and the Ultra action figure version of Shin Mefilas. That's right, 2 Mefili for the price of 1 from Bandai. So I figured, you know what, let's do these guys together, and we could do a little compare and contrast with them, right? You know, a little vinyl figure, a little more articulated figure. There is an SHF also coming out, but yeah, that's a premium Bandai, so we shall see. I might be happy with this guy, and this continues a very cool trend of the Ultra action figures actually coming with an accessory, which is actually raises their value a lot to me. So this is a very awesome. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. So didn't show it at the top, but movie monster series Mefilas comes with the Shin Ultraman card. He has a very nice back. That's what the inside looks like. Absolutely nothing. That's what the back looks like. And this guy comes with a little stand, which is very handy. And for the first time in a bit, I went super old school and just ripped the tag out. Got the little plastic piece stuck in there somewhere. Anywho, this guy has a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 points of articulation. How about that? Look at those crazy knees. He's ready for some dancing. Oh yeah, Mefili is dancing. Why not? The stand is a pretty standard foot type stand. You know, you could slot this in here. There is like little grooves. I don't know how well you can see them. There is little grooves that align to these grooves on his legs there. So you just gotta, I guess, find the sweet spot. Ankle, big, I think it's this side. But man, it's tight. Oh, wait a second. I think I got it. Let's see, Mefilas. Yeah. That's a standing Mefilas, guys. He sure is. So that's pretty cool. Why not? Does he stand without this? That's what I want to know, especially with these legs that move like that. Stands perfectly fine without the stand as well. So that's great. Looks-wise, as you can see, he's all in black. And even with a lot of light on this guy, he's a little hard to see. He's got great texture. Look at his legs. Beautifully done. I think if we zoom in a little bit, we'll get better look-see. Yes, that is true. The legs look great. I really like him a lot. I love this character, by the way. I really liked it. He was like my favorite character in the movie. So this looks fantastic on the legs. And then you got the silver going straight up the middle here, which looks really nice. And it's clean. And the head sculpt is amazing. I love the silver. I love the gold. I love the silver and gold. And the blue line there as well. Around his eyes. That's freaking cool. I like that a lot. His ears look amazing. Just the head sculpt in general is really cool. The chest sculpt is really nice. I think that is awesome. You got these really cool textures here on the body, like a really interesting looking suit. You got silver paint on the elbows. How about that? And then the line continues on the back, and all of that is painted in silver, and it just looks so good. I love it. I love it. This is a fantastic Mefilas figure from Shin Ultraman. This is really cool. He's got interesting little fingers. I didn't realize they were like kind of like squared off. It's very interesting. So that is kind of cool and again interesting. Proportions look pretty right. I don't know. He's good, man. You know, he's just standing pretty vanilla, but the fact that, you know, I don't know, he looks really cool. The paint is well done. He's got that little extra leg articulation, which is incredible. I don't know. You know, he got a little bow line. He just goes, pew. He goes, pew, pew. Oh, I think he does a kick, too. But, yeah. I like this figure a lot, actually. This is very awesome. And here he is now with the Ultra Action figure version. And you can see the movie monster series is taller, but the Ultra Action figure comes with an accessory. And this is from the movie. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil exactly what it is yet. I mean, it's out there now, but, you know, I just won't. If you watched my big HLJ unboxing. Ultrazilla Jr. talked about it more, but yeah, it's something in the movie. And it's cool looking, you know, like it's got some nice metallic red paint in the middle. And all in all, it looks pretty awesome, you know, and I guess he could hold it somewhat. I think he could maybe stick his fingers in there. I don't know, he could hold it somehow. Oh yeah, look at that, he could do that. I'm sure he could hold it in other ways. He could pull it apart or something. Something gets done. I don't know. But it looks cool. It's a cool accessory. As for the figure, he's got a nice gloss to him that the movie monster series does not. You know, some prefer the matte look, but I kind of like this kind of glossy look. It looks really, really good. But before we get to all the looks, let's do the articulation on this guy. The head does not move. The shoulder is moved like so. You have a bicep swivel. You have a single jointed elbow. You have a swivel at the wrist. 2 of the fingers, if you're not familiar with this line, do move, which is awesome. No waist articulation. Movie Monster Series has it. But can split this much on the legs and goes forward and goes back. This is very DC-UC, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Knee bend and foot is on a little ball joint. You know, so he has got articulation that the other one does not. And I'm good with that. But what he doesn't have is any paint on the back. He has some screw holes. This is what you get from this line. You get a budget articulated figure, but you get no paint on the back ever. And that's a bummer. Well, I don't want to say ever, but it's a bummer. You do have nice sculpt, even with the screw holes. You can see the sculpt looks pretty good. Look at the elbows, then very nice. Movie Monster Series is painted though. The head looks pretty good from the back. On the front, the arms are looking pretty decent. I do like, again, those little stubby fingers, and it actually comes across even cooler, I think, on this figure. I like that a lot. So that is pretty cool. I like the proportions on the arm. I like the proportions on this guy better. I think he's very cool. Yeah. Proportions-wise, I feel like he might be a tad too lanky, and this feels more right. You know what I'm saying? The front of the legs look great. Very, very nice. It's all uniform, which is good. Like, and I say that because I don't think I mentioned it here, but the legs down here are a little bit glossier than over here. The matte stuff starts up here on the Movie Monster Series. Oh, goodbye. So, yeah, I do appreciate this a little bit more. I really like his feet, which is awesome. The great thing about this is, and there's a lot of reuse of molds in this line, body to body. This guy does not have that. This guy is completely new sculpt, which is fantastic. Chest looks awesome. The silver is very clean. That zipper that goes all the way up to his head sculpt, which looks pretty good. You got the silver and gold. A little more sultry there, guys. But I love the sculpt here. The silver is awesome. The gold is awesome. The blue, it's a little bit different here. It's a little chunkier than the MMS. You see that? I think I prefer the MMS. But I do like the gold here more. This is very muted gold. This is a little more shiny, but yeah. Oh, I see. I think the blue looks a little offline on top. Yeah, look at that. A lot of excess blue. So, well, it's kind of uniform on both sides. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. I feel like there's excess blue on here. But it's not, like, totally messed up. It's kind of, you know, it's, like I said, it's uniform on both sides. But the sculpt is awesome. It looks really good. The ears look good. So yeah, this is a pretty good figure in its own right. You know, they're different. They're different, guys. There's stuff to like about each of them, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Choices are a good thing. And for your size comparisons, here are the Mefilas boys with a bunch of other Shin Ultraman figures you might have in your collection. And we got the 2 Kaiju from the Movie Monster Series. We have an SHF representation with Zafi. We have another Ultra Action figure with the Shin Ultraman, the regular one. And then we have the Mafex in the back, which is still my favorite Shin Ultraman figure. It's just fantastic. And my final thoughts, these are both pretty good figures. Nice representations of Shin Mefilas. I think whichever one you go with, you're going to be happy. Both do, you know, different things well, you know what I'm saying? This one, the Movie Monster Series, has more paint, which is interesting, and it looks good. But this one equally looks good. It has no paint on the back, but it has the articulation, you know? And the paint's a little bit different on both, too. The style is a little bit different. Like, they're not sculpted the same, so you get a lot of different options here, and that's cool. Remember, this Ultra action figure also has that effect part, well, that accessory part. So that's good stuff, and, you know, you're going to be able to use this guy with your SHFs pretty well. If you guys noticed, this one's scaled with the Mafex pretty well, so that's pretty cool. So, you know, there's different things you could do here, or you could just wait for the SHF, but I think either one of these will definitely represent Mefilas pretty well on your shelf, so give them a shot. You could end up saving a ton of money with one of these. You want to go more articulated? Go with this guy. You can throw some paint on the back, and you'll probably be totally fine with the Ultra action figure being your Mefilas for your shelf. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.